Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be another classic movie for you guys. Now this time we're reviewing a movie that's not really a classic, it's actually quite new. It's from, I believe, 2011, 2012, something like that. Let me see. Alright, when was this movie made? This movie was made in 2011, yes. But it is a movie that, in my eyes, should be considered a classic because of just, like, the themes of the movie. And that movie is God Bless America. Now, God Bless America was a movie that I was always really looking forward to. I remember when I first saw the trailer for it, I was really looking forward to it. It looked like a very interesting movie. It looked like a movie that would be, it just seemed like a very interesting movie to me. It seemed like a movie that had a very interesting concept, and a very deep concept as well. And I always loved the story of God Bless America. And I just finally watched it. You know, I saw that it was on Netflix, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch this. I don't care if this movie's not a classic. In my eyes, it should be a classic because of what the movie's about, but overall, I love God Bless America. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I love the message in this movie. I really like the story in this movie. And I just really loved everything about this movie. I thought it was definitely very, very good. So let's get to the plot of this movie. Basically, it focuses on this guy, Frank, who's played by Joel Murray. He is this guy who's basically just getting shit on by everyone. He really is. He lives in New York, and he's basically sick of the rudeness of the world. You know, his daughter is very rude to him. His job is, you know, he's at his job, they're very rude to him. Just basically for him, it's one bad thing after the other. You know, he's watching TV, and, he gets upset at something he sees on TV, like American Superstars, obviously a parody of American Idol. You know, he gets kind of upset about that. And, basically, what ends up happening, what ends up basically happening is that he finds out that he's diagnosed by his doctor that he has a brain tumor, basically, and that he only has a few days, however left he has left to live, and, you know, he's just lost his job, and he sees this girl on TV, on, like, a spoof of My Super Sweet 16. It's this girl named Chloe, and she is a complete bitch to her parents, just the bitchiest girl you could think of, just a bitchy 16-year-old, completely bitchy. No one I would personally want to be friends with. I mean, she's just way too bitchy, and he decides to go out and kill this girl. Well, what ends up happening is he meets up with a classmate from this girl's school, Roxy. Roxy actually really appreciates what he is doing and wants to sort of help him. You know, he's on the verge of suicide. He's planning on killing himself. Like, he was planning on killing himself before he killed Chloe. This is not a spoiler, because this is, like, in the trailer, so this is not a spoiler, because it's in the trailer. So, if you guys watch the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, he was gonna kill himself, and he decided not to go through with it. And basically, Roxy convinces him to kill more people that are unkind to the world, kill more people who are basically just mean to the world, and just try to get them to either they listen to them or they kill them. And that's basically what the movie is. And I really like the message of the movie because it really is true that our society really is turning into a world of just unkindness. There's no one that's kind anymore in the world, and that's basically what the movie's all about. So let's get to the acting in the movie. The acting in this movie is very, very good. I thought the acting was very good. There's basically only two people to talk about, because the others are very minor roles. But let's first talk about Joel Murray as Frank. He was amazing. He was just, wow. I mean, you really sympathize with this guy. You saw how in the beginning, everyone in his life basically hated him. Everyone thought of him as this joke and everything. Nobody really appreciated him for what he was doing. And, you know, he was down his luck. You really felt bad for him. And, of course, you know, you really cared for this guy. And I really thought he did a great job. Anytime he made a speech to someone, like, anytime where he was like, you know, Frank is the kind of person that before he kills you, he gives you a very big speech, and he kind of asks you, why do you have to be so mean to everyone? I just thought that was definitely very, very well done, the way he did that. I really enjoyed that about the movie. Very, very good, and he was definitely really, really good. Tara Lynn Barr as Roxy, she was actually really funny. Like, she is the thing that adds the comedy to this movie. Not just of course, the things like the American Idol parody and things like that add the comedy, but she added a lot of comedy to the movie. I thought she was really good as well. Like, she was very, very good. I mean, not only was she funny, but she was dramatic as well, and she was definitely very, very good. I like that she kind of pulled him out of, his misery and tried to help him, like, see that this is what he should be doing, is going on a killing spree and killing people, and I thought that was very interesting, and I really liked the bond that the two of them had. I like that she sort of also had a little bit of a crush on him. I thought that was kind of cute as well, but I thought she gave a very good performance, and I thought she was definitely very, very good. Let's get to the spoilers in this movie. The very big spoilers in this movie. Actually, there are two really big things in this movie. If you guys have not seen God Bless America, do not watch the rest of this. Do not watch the rest of this review. I know this is not a very popular film. However, I very much recommend that you guys go see this movie and then listen to the spoilers. Okay. So, of course, the first thing we have to talk about is when we find out that the doctor actually mixed up the x-ray with another guy named Frank's, x-ray, and Frank actually does not have a tumor, and he's perfectly fine, actually, and the only reason this is happening to him is because he has bad migraines. And I thought that was very interesting because, like, I didn't know what was going to happen to him after that. I'm like, oh my god, is he going to regret everything he's done? That's what I was thinking. I didn't know where that was going to go, and I thought that was definitely a very big twist, and I really loved that twist. However, the biggest twist in the movie is Roxy. I didn't say this before because it's a spoiler. Roxy lies to him and makes him think that she has really bad parents that are, like, very abusive towards her, and it turns out she actually went missing from them. She ran away from home, and they have been miserably looking for her since, and, Frank finds this out on TV, and he's really pissed at her, and, when she left, I thought that's when the movie was just, wow, it got really dramatic after that, and I really liked that about the movie. I thought that was definitely very, very well done, and I really like that about the movie. Now, let's talk about the ending of the movie. The ending of the movie, believe it or not, is kind of like the ending to the last movie review, Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. However, this movie does that a lot better than that. I think this movie does a much better job at doing that. Basically, as we know, the end of this movie, they go on to, Frank, of course, he's had it with this American Superstars thing. He's had it with hearing that the guy from American Superstars, Stephen Clark, he's mentally handicapped. He's going to kill himself. He gets really pissed off. He decides to buy an AK-47, which I knew he was going to get because he kept bringing it up in the movie. He kept saying, I wish I had an AK-47. I wish I had an AK-47. And he finally got it. And, of course, he gets the AK-47, and he decides to basically kill everybody in the audience. That was insane. When he was just shooting at everyone in the audience, and then when Roxy joined him up there, I thought that was a very big thing. And then when he made that, really big monologue about how we're losing kindness in the world. Nobody's kind to each other. Everybody's really rude to each other. There's no, there's no one being nice to each other anymore. There really is no one, and I like that about the movie a lot. I thought that was definitely very, very well done, the way they did that. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that about the movie. I thought the ending was very well done. I thought it was constructed very well, and I really loved that about the movie, was the ending. The ending was very well done. I also liked that it kind of ended with them being like Bonnie and Clyde, because in a way, they were like Bonnie and Clyde in the sense that they did what they thought was right. Bonnie and Clyde, they did what they thought was right, and Joel and Roxy, they did what they thought was right as well, because Joel and Roxy thought the best thing to do was to kill all the people that were mean to them, all the people that were mean to people. And one of the scenes I really like in the movie is there's a scene where Roxy's just rambling on about people she doesn't like, and Joel's like, no, we're not going to kill people we don't like because we just don't like them. We're going to kill people who are very mean to other people and who make other people's lives miserable. That's what he does. And there's this other guy, of course, and she's like, should we kill him? And he's like, no, I want him to suffer because he wasn't making anyone's life miserable. He's just an asshole to everyone. And that's not what he wants to do. He just wants to kill people that are mean to other people. And I understand why he was doing what he was doing, and I thought he did a really good job with that. Now, as far as awards go, Tara Lynn Barr was actually nominated for a Young Artist Award for her portrayal as So she definitely does deserve it, because she definitely was very, very good in the movie. Something else I really liked about this movie was the directing in the movie. The directing was directed by Bobcat Goldthwait. He's not a very popular director. I don't know what else he's done. Let's see what else he's done. What else has he done? He did Police Academy 2. He hasn't done anything else that big. Oh, he did an episode of That 70s Show. Well, that's great, because I love That 70s Show. I will review that for you guys, by the way, at the end of the summer. Binge watching That 70s Show, just so you guys know, so I'll review that for you at the end of the summer. But he did a really good job with this movie. He really portrayed the movie well. You know, the movie at first starts off like a comedy, but it really is, in my opinion, more of a drama than a comedy, because it has a really big message, and it really leaves a big impact on you. Like, for me, it left a big impact on me, because it showed me that you have to be kind to people. And, you know, you can't just be mean to everyone, and I think that's really what the movie's trying to say, is that there are more mean people in this world than there are kind people, and we need to, like, change that. We need to get rid of all the mean people and make more kind people, and that's really what we need to do in this movie, and I think that's what the movie's really trying to say. And I thought that was definitely very, very well done. And the tone of this movie was also very good. I thought the tone was very good, and I really enjoyed this movie. By the way, this movie is by far one of my favorite films of 2011, 2012, whenever it came out. I'll say it came out in 2012. Definitely one of my favorite films of 2012. Very, very good movie. Really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so that's basically it for my review of God Bless America. Let me know what you guys saw of this movie. Again, it's not a very well-known movie, but in my opinion, I think it should be a classic, because I think it should be watched by everyone, because really, it's all about kindness, and if you guys aren't kind people, then, you know, you could end up like the people in this movie. People are gonna hate you for it, and that's basically what this movie's trying to say. But that's my review. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for another classic movie review, or it'll either be for that, or my review of the new episode of Orange is the New Black. One of those two reviews, so I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.